course, where it's pretty cool. There's no sign of rain at the moment. We've got a heavy 10. Stewards have inspected the track and declared it safe for racing. Chris Simons, one of our senior jockeys here, who's ridden on some pretty heavy tracks at Mornington, said he cannot believe how heavy it is here at Kyneton today, and he reckons it's heavy all over. So it's just looking for the ones that can get through this tough sort of going here today. Well, let's have a look at the Super Tab readout for these 4 runners in the first, and then we'll get into the Manning Yard for Coolmore Australia, the home of champions. $6.40 for Diamond Sarah, $5 for Diney, who's a lot shorter than that on track. $6.80 for Ellys Spirit, and the favourite, of course, comes up number 11, Past the Parcel, the only other runner. It's come up short at $1.40. That's what it is here on track. Bookies betting to 145% in the early going here for the first. Rightio, into the Manning Yard now for Coolmore, and the first galloper to have a look at is this filly, Diamond Sarah, by Largo Delight, trained at Mornington by Carlo Marconi. $6.50 on the tote. In the ring has gone very quickly from $5 out to $8, and it's been really struggling in the heavy of late. Even the time it ran a placing, it was beaten close to 8 lengths. So just on what we've seen of it lately, it's going to struggle again, I would think. Number 1, Diamond Sarah. 2 is obviously the big watch runner here. This is Diney, a filly by Flying Spur, trained at Caulfield by Mick Price, out of a Royal Academy mare. Glenn Boss has the ride. 5.10 Super Tab in the ring, open $2.50. Has now got out to $3 as they come down to 137%. Hasn't trialled. That's all we can tell you. Number 3 is Ellys Spirit. This was originally trained in New South Wales. It's now with Dale Short at Cranbourne. She's a filly by Invincible Spirit out of a Runyon mare. On track, she opened up at $4. Has got out to $5. $6.50 on the tote. Nathan Rose has the ride. 1 start for a 4th, and that was on a good track at Canberra. Went okay, and Spike is obviously prepared to run this on the heavy going. You might have an indication that she does handle the soft tracks. And the favourite is number 11, Past the Parcel, filly by More Than Ready, trained at Flemington by David Hayes. Has had 2 starts for a very good third at Moonee Valley, beaten 3.5 lengths by Dan Scope, who's pretty quick, and then was resolute when second at Bendigo, chasing hard against Fomalite. Was back from $4.40 into $4 that day, and she went well enough. All right, they are our runners. I've gone here with number 11, Past the Parcel. It's not a hard pick. From the query runner 2, Diney, 3, Ella's Spirit, and then 1, Diamond Sarah, 11, 2, 3, and 1. Past the Parcel, of course, trained by David Hayes. Gary Fennessy is the representative here at Kyneton today. G'day, Gary.
How are you, Shane?
Good, mate. Now, you had a few in, you scratched a couple and you left a couple in, so does this mean you're confident Past the Parcel will get through this heavy 10?
You know, you don't know. The smallest in the field will help a bit. They'll probably hold up a bit longer. She did run on a slow track at Bendigo. Was okay on it, and the breed generally do handle a bit of ground, so we're hopeful.
Okay, and Epic Dancer in the second, you've left her in 2.
Yeah, unknown on this sort of ground, this horse. He's had a couple of trials and been okay, you know. We're just testing the ground with him, but he's a nice horse. You know, you probably need a run or 2 and he should measure up.
And then you get out.
Then we leave, yeah.
Good on you, mate.
Thank you.
Gary Fennessy there talking about his 2 runners here today, Past the Parcel and Epic Dancer, of course, for David Hayes. Let's have a look at Past the Parcel's run before she went for a spell, and she's the first of Terry Bailey's early male specials at this meeting today. So this is Past the Parcel before she spelled.
And Big Love in front of it. Around the bend and Starry Eyed being nursed along, travels well at the moment. Leads from Formal Light, who's under a little pressure. Sav Singer likewise. Show Us Something coming to the outside now is Past the Parcel. Big Love coming down the centre of the track. They're well in the straight. Show Us Something, Formal Light going after Starry Eyed, who still leads the way. Past the Parcel over a length and a half away. Formal Light. Pegas looks pretty confident here. He clicks it up now. It takes the lead. Show Us Something comes. Past the Parcel late. Formal Light in front, hanging on in the shadows of the post. And Formal Light a little bit too good, wins it from Past the Parcel. Third prize goes to Starry Eyed. Correction goes to Show Us Something, then Starry Eyed. And they were followed by the little one.
Yeah, she's the hot favourite here at $1.40, and the runners are out on the track and on the way to the barrier. So we've got about 5.5 minutes of betting time left. We're going to take a short break here on TVN. We'll return and check the latest from what's happening in the betting ring. The bookies are now down to 134%.